Shalom, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles, elder bishops, and brothers on the great millstone. Salutations to the whole elect. This is your brother I, Banyamiad. Here to share another lesson, Salaki. And title of this lesson, when he speaketh, fear, believe him not. Both North the United States and Canada, they have opened the gates wide to let the immigrants and stuff in, which places a strain on the particular city or town that they are being housed or dwelling, right? Because there is not enough housing. There's a new influx, especially a large influx of individuals, right? So these cities have done this, and they barely have any places and stuff for these people to sleep, and there's no real like work and stuff because they don't have the documents and stuff yet. And then with the inflationary currency, what they are doing, they are printing out a lot of money, a lot of credit to give to them, further dwindling the value of the currency, and all these things Esau is doing, he is doing to collapse the economy. He is not doing it willingly. There's a scripture that says, though he do it good, he do it not willingly, roughly paraphrasing. So Esau is creating multiple problems that is going to aid in the collapse of this society. Just like here in America, these cities are overrun, with poverty. The infrastructure, is not good. The roads, you could tell the roads are not being properly, maintained, right? All this while in the U.S., the social security is in dilemma. They raised the rates a little bit, but then they're saying that it may collapse in the future. Esau Edom is giving these migrants money, right, on a card to pay for their rents, to pay for food, but eventually he's gonna pull that he's gonna pull that help. Same thing like what he did with Eve. Esau is pretty much done with Eve, so he's putting Eve out there to hang to dry. He has pulled Snap Wick, and he has greatly reduced these things. So Esau is getting ready to pull the funding that he has given these migrants. So think about it. When Esau does that, they have no way to live. There's no work, right? It's going to cause chaos in these cities. It's going to cause civil war. It's going to cause violence. And this is why the scriptures tell us to never trust thine enemy, right? So I'll read this article, the situation going on in Canada. Because Canada is another country that opened up their gates to the migrants, and now they are crying about housing. So Lord, will end this quick lesson be edifying unto the elect, that you should never trust thy enemy, man. Neither, forget. Have a long memory pertaining to Esau. So it says Canada launches $6 billion housing fund in bid to quell housing crisis. And when we go into that word to quell, it says the milder sense of suppress, extinguish, or to cause to cease. right? So they're trying to suppress the housing crisis. Now they have had this high cost of living and high cost of housing even before 2020 when the pandemic situation, happened, you know, and inflation and the cost of things has gone up dramatically after, you know, but they are using the migrant crisis as the means to increase housing when they already had the crisis before. And the prices of things would never go back to what it was, even with new housing. The prices of I mean, pay attention, man. Use common sense. The prices of things pre 2020, 2019 is not gonna go back. Rent is not gonna go back to that price, right? And people have not even made the financial adjustment as far as raises to match the high cost of living. So when Esau say, "Hey, we're gonna do this and they're gonna produce low cost," you just expect the opposite. They're gonna continue to produce high cost or unaffordable living for the vast majority. It says April 2nd, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Tuesday launched a C6 billion Canada Housing Infrastructure Fund to accelerate the construction and upgrading of housing. Why it's important, it says Canada faces a housing affordability crisis as a rapidly increasing migrant population has far outpaced the number of available homes, leading to increase in prices and rents. That's a lie. High inflation and 22-year yield interest rates have also driven up mortgage costs. Now, these things were going up since before the pandemic, because I've seen stories online with the news about the Canadians complaining about the high cost of the mortgage and the rents up there, especially in Quebec. All right, and they were complaining that it's getting really difficult to maintain. But he says that because of the migrant crisis is what increased the what increased the cost of the cost to own this one, which is a lie. And I'll start with the scripture first, where I talk about believe him not, and is the title of my lesson. Grab it in Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 25. It says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not. You see? Okay, you see he building houses because of the migrant population, right? So to the outsider, or to those that don't know, say, man, this guy is really helpful. He is really nice. How can he be our enemy? It says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. So he is greatly evil. Let's see. Right? Never to be trusted. And I'll follow that up with Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Right? It's going to always be there. Though he humble it himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not altogether wiped away. So you knew brothers from the Northern Kingdom coming in, right? If you all stumble upon these these videos. I mean, if you could work, do what you gotta do to provide for yourself and your family, but still, don't trust this devil, man. Especially you jigs that are already here. You understand? Don't hate your brother because Esau is gonna use these separation tactics to make it look like he is providing housing, for our brothers and sisters coming up, but he has a nefarious plan in motion. The idea too is not to hate your brother, but to hate what the Most High hates, and that is Esau, because 7 abominations are in his heart. He is greatly evil. It says, continuing on, it says, the opposition has slammed the government for being slow to build more houses, and the crisis is seen as one of the reasons for a slump in Trudeau's polling numbers. Now, even pre the floodgates opening for the migrants, they should have built these houses a long time ago. But they use, like Esau, as I say, never let a good crisis go to waste. But he used the migrant crisis to initiate this $6 billion fund to build houses. And that entire amount is not going to go towards that project. It's just another way for them to take more money or siphon more money out of the economy and from the people, which they already do. It says the fund is one of the many schemes proposed by the government to spur construction of houses and will be part of the upcoming budget on April 16th. The government will allocate around 1/5 of the money to municipalities to build critical infrastructure around houses, and the rest will go to provinces and territories to build houses for the middle class. Key quotes. It says, we need more affordable houses and we need infrastructure to help build these homes. That's why in budget 2024 we are building more infrastructure, building more homes, and helping more Canadians find a place to call their own. Trudeau said. If they build these things, I don't see they building anything different from what we have in the hood, like the row homes and all of that, or close proximity houses. I don't see they building anything different than that would be called affordable. It says, since we launched the Housing Accelerator Fund last year, we have cut enough red tape to build $750,000 new home, 50,000 new homes over the next decade. It is working, so we are investing another $400 million. Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland said. It says by the numbers, $1 billion to be allocated to municipalities to support urgent infrastructure such as water, sanitation, etc. The remaining $5 billion will be for agreements with provinces and territories to support long-term priorities. The government also announced topping up of the C4 billion housing accelerator fund launched last year by $400 million. Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the article. So this man is getting ready to pull the rug, man, just as he is doing over here in the US. Right? So you jigs that are coming over, I mean, do what you could do if you could work, take care of your family, do what you gotta do. But still don't trust Esau Edom, which is also the white man. Alright, last portion of scripture I'm going to share right quick. As a warning, to you Israelites. Let me grab this. This is Isaiah 28:15. It says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. So you're thinking that these things, it's not going to come unto you for trusting Esau Edom. And this goes to the evil one, you jigs that trust in this man, that trust in this devil. It says, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So this man saying that, he's going to help you, he's going to build affordable, houses for you, and you trust in him. You have a rude awakening coming. You're going to fail, and you're going to regret it. You understand? Because this man, is a devil, the father of lies. Even Malachi called him the wicked in Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. He is the border of wickedness and cannot, be trusted. All right. So keep an eye out for this man, man. When he says affordable houses is coming, 9 times out of 10, the houses is going to be unaffordable for the working class. So good up, and keep your eye on the Lord and continue to trust him, and never trust thine enemy. Don't take the MOTB. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto elect, and until the next time, shalom.